And Kimberly said that what he did does prove that he loves her. It's exactly the type of effort that she wanted him to show. Hey my beautiful peeps, if you're new here, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. For my existing subscribers, I appreciate you coming on back. Today I'm going to be doing a detailed recap on episode 14 of Before the 90 Days. It is called Disappearing Act. Before I do that though, I have a quick shout out and it goes to Nabila Nanu. I hope that I pronounced your name right. I appreciate you so much binge watching my videos, little old me. So thank you very much for that. I definitely will keep up the work and I love you too, girl. Let's jump right into the recap. I'm gonna be starting with Mike and Ximena. Ximena's mom had asked her how things are going between her and Mike. Ximena's like, fine. You know she lying. The sister was so quick to rat her out and say, no, that ain't true. She keeps fighting with Mike a lot, and Ximena said that she isn't. The mama said, I thought y'all were good, and Ximena finally admitted that, nah, they ain't good at all. She then went on to tell her mother that they sleep in separate rooms, and this shocked the mother because they're supposed to be getting married. She then goes on to tell her mother the things that Mike does to annoy her. Her sister told her that she needs to have patience with Mike, the same way that he has patience with her. Ximena is hoping to rebuild their relationship like how it was before. But she's so unhappy with Mike that she's not sure it's going to happen. Later that day, Mike wants to have a conversation with Ximena's mother.
I wanted to ask you something because you're Ximena's mom and you know her more than I do. Me and Ximena have been together for over a year now and I feel like we're going backwards. Like, is that something I should worry about?
Pues ahí sí no sé qué decirle, Mike, porque pues he notado la diferencia de ella y todo y pues me siento mal porque pues tampoco es ser uno tan frío y usted es una buena persona.
Mike wants to know if the mother can offer, any words of wisdom. And the mother said, you need to be patient with Ximena because this is her first serious relationship. So she has no idea what it's like to be in one. The mother is hoping that Ximena will reconsider and realize that Mike is a good opportunity for her and her children. He's a good opportunity, all right. He pays for everything. Mike is taking Ximena out one last time to play pool since he's leaving in a few days. He goes on to tell her that he spoke with her mother and that her mother told him that this is Ximena's first serious relationship.
Mentira. He tenido varias relaciones serias. Lo que pasa es que me aburro.
Okay, but why do you want to get married then?
Porque tú querías casarte ligero. Pero yo en realidad no me quiero casar aún.
Okay, your mom did tell me to be patient with you.
It's difficult for Ximena to be with one person for the rest of her life because she's still very young and just wants to have fun and enjoy her life. Perhaps in the future she will give up her freedom, but she starts to think of all the things that Mike does to annoy her and she's not sure if he's the man for her. Now they're playing pool and Mike is following her around the pool table like a lost puppy dog and she's like, stop following me, and he's like, well, he just wants to teach her. And Ximena said, I want to shoot the way I want to shoot. You could just see the annoyance on her face, as always. They decide to take a break from pool and sit down.
Isn't it nice when we have fun together, just us?
No, porque para mí primero están mis hijos que tú. Y divertirme con mis hijos es lo mejor que puede haber.
Ximena's been treating me with a cold shoulder almost this entire trip. And I'm really just tired of walking on eggshells, reading between the lines, thinking about what's going on in Ximena's head. Does she want this? Does she want me to stick around? Does she want me to go? I really don't know.
Mike then says, well, you don't love me. You say you need your space. He just can't stop thinking that her feelings have changed because he's not buying things for her anymore. Ximena then explains to him that he does things that she doesn't like and that's why her feelings have changed. And he's still paying her rent, so it's not about the money thing. This really offends Ximena and makes her really mad because if you love somebody, you wouldn't say something like that to them. He's humiliating her and throwing things up in her face. And if Mike thinks that she's only with him for his money, well then he doesn't know her at all.
De ahora en adelante seremos amigos, tú no me mandas dinero, no me ayudas con nada, y yo pago mis cosas.
So you just want to be friends? That's it? After this whole year and a half?
Sí. Tú no serás más mi novio ni yo seré tu novia. Seremos amigos si tú quieres.
Now Mike is about to pull a Kimberly. He told her, well, everything that he paid for, he is gonna take it back with him to New York. Ximena said, well, take it all because she don't need it. Today their relationship is over and she is serious.
You know what? I'm done. I don't know what I did wrong. Everything she said on the first trip, I tried to fix myself. My mind's going crazy.
Now Mike went and pulled a Paul. He's a runner, he's a track star. That guy was booking it. Well, Mike, you should have booked it a long time ago. That's everything with Mike and Ximena. I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. Up next is Kim and Usman, aka Soulja Boy. Usman is just chilling alone and his buddies Slam T and Badmus meet up with him. He fills them in on what happened. Badmus feels that what Kimberly did was really disrespectful and mentioned that, you know, anybody could have seen that, pulled out their phone and recorded it, and that would affect his music career. He's concerned because this time it was water that was thrown at Usman. What is it gonna be the next time? Slam T said to Usman, well, hey, I warned you in Nigeria, but you didn't want to hear it. Which is true. Badmus says that he needs to be with somebody that understands him well and that he loves from the bottom of his heart. Kimberly wanting him to prove that he loves her means that he's gonna always be explaining himself to her.
Honestly, my head is confused right now, you know. I still don't feel you guys, you're compatible with this old woman. That's what I feel. Just like, that's my honest truth. I don't know about other people, but like, for what I feel, yeah, what every man wants from a woman is the loyalty, supportive, and love. She have all that for me, and that's why I wonder if she deserves my love.
His buddies were like, well, you got a lot of thinking to do, and Usman agrees. 3 hours later, Kimberly is packing her things. They technically have one more night there, but she wants to leave tonight. She receives a text from Usman telling her to meet him by the beach bar. She wants to meet up with him, but she's a little leery on doing so. And of course she's going to go, even though she's trying to play like she don't want to. Please. Kimberly arrives at the beach bar and it looks beautiful. There's a table with all these lovely decorations like wine and roses. And she's wondering, what's all that about? Where is Usman? Usman casually walks out, singing a song to Kimberly. He's giving her a private concert. Now, I ain't trying to get no copyright claims inserting that clip of him singing because trust me, I get them sometimes from my recaps and my sneak peeks. So I ain't trying to do that.
I don't know what else I should do to make you believe that I love you. And I hope that should be convincing.
It's convincing.
Oh,
It's very convincing.
Thank you.
Don't step on my shoe.
Even with the fight, I realized that I still have to be with Kimberly because I can't forget how loyal and supportive she's been to me for the past 1 year.
Usman wants them to move forward and to not fight anymore. And Kimberly said that what he did does prove that he loves her. It's exactly the type of effort that she wanted him to show. She's always wanted a private concert performed by him. She apologized for cursing at him and said that she'll never do it again. And then he said that he thinks that she should go to Nigeria to meet his mother. Kimberly is a little bit worried once they go back to their normal lives because there'll be no more intimacy, you know, no more holding hands, kissing, all of that. It will be hard, but she hopes that it will work between them. She can't say what the future will hold. That's pretty much all between Kimberly and Usman. Now we won't have to listen to her carrying on about, you better prove things to me. What he did was really nice. On to Gino and Jasmine. Gino and Jasmine had another argument in the morning, and since then she hasn't seen Gino in hours. Jasmine had caught Gino lying about the trip that he had taken with his ex back in 2014. He had exploded and just took off. Gino feels that she's constantly punishing him for his mistake, and that's making things really difficult between them. But Jasmine wants him to suffer the same way that she did. And because he lied about things, now she's doubting everything that he says. Despite all of this in the situation, she doesn't want to give up on him.
I love you. Like a lot. Like...
I love you too.
I don't want to lose you. I need you.
I need you too, baby.
Jasmine isn't justifying what Gino did, but he has become her best friend, her support system, and she loves him from his bald head to his toes. Even his weirdness and being creepy sometimes. But she knows the intelligent and sweet side of Gino. And if that ain't love, well then call it what you want. But she is not giving up on their relationship. She apologizes and forgives Gino for his stupidity, and he accepts and apologizes too. There's going to be no more crazy exes in the mix. All is well, and they're gonna start fresh. The next day, Gino and Jasmine are checking out some hot springs because it's their last day in Cherokee. I probably butchered that name, but they're having a nice time frolicking in the water and letting loose.
It's so good.
I'm still not 100% sure that Gino won't hurt me deeply in the future, but he just showing me that he loved me as much as I love him. So whatever the outcome is, I want to focus on getting to a better place together before he leaves.
Later that day, they take a walk in the rain. Gino said it's been such an amazing day with Jasmine, and the reality of almost losing Jasmine the day before has made their bond stronger. In his heart, he knows that Jasmine is the one for him and hopes that she feels the same.
You make me the happiest man. So, Jasmine, will you marry me?
Gino. Of course, yes.
Can I put this?
Oh my gosh.
Even though their relationship together is toxic at times, she doesn't want to be with anyone else. Now, Gino asks Jasmine if she likes the ring, and she explains, well, it's a nice ring, but because she has skinny fingers, it's a bit big for her, and she doesn't know if it's a real diamond or not. Gino said, well, he ain't no expert in no diamonds now, and he was just basing it off of the other rings at the store, and that's the one that looked best to him. No, Gino, that was one of the cheaper ones. Jasmine said that the ring just screams Gino, and that's why she loves it so much. It definitely does scream Gino. That's all between Gino and Jasmine. On to Memphis and Hamza. The celebrations have begun today, and the wedding is tomorrow, and Memphis is not there.
بس مشيت الأوتيل مشيت قعدت بيني وبين روحي قعدت نخمم طلعت منفس ما عرفتش حاجة من يانا خفت شوية من اللحظات بعدين بتاع عرسي وقولي ليه متصورش.
Now, how gorgeous is Hamza's mother and sister? Beautiful ladies. Memphis is in the hotel room packing her things and receives a touching video of the celebrations from Hamza's sister. It made her think of the experiences that she's had thus far with the family and how they've accepted her and just want to see Hamza happy. But this makes things more difficult for her to not proceed with the wedding. She's feeling conflicted because she does want to marry Hamza and have a family, and she does trust him, but her children come first. It's important for her to give them a life that she did not have. So putting her savings at risk scares her. and she hopes that Hamza can understand where she's coming from. She arrives at Hamza's place and needs to have a conversation with him about potentially pushing the wedding back because there's some things that she needs to take care of first. This conversation will not be an easy one. Now, usually in the Tunisian culture, a family will celebrate a wedding over a 5-day period. But because of their situation, they had to condense it into 2 days. So today is a big deal. Memphis isn't sure what to do at the moment because everybody is happy and celebrating. She's not sure if she's able to have a conversation right now because there's so many people around, but she knows it's something that has to be done.
Today is the first day of wedding, so you wear something traditional. This called sari.
Okay.
ربط كيفاش منفس نزلت ما جاتش وبقين قاعدين نستناو فيها نحن ديجا. خايفة لا تكون صايرة مشكلة كبيرة ولا حاجة خلتها هي ما تسهرش معانا.
Memphis goes outside and there's a lovely horse and carriage with decorations on it waiting for her. All of the ladies are getting together to go on a spa day at a bathhouse. It's a cultural practice for cleansing where the fiance is pampered.
In this moment, I am feeling so much a part of this family, and that is a big reason why I really want to marry Hamza.
Feeling love is rare for Memphis, and it feels really good, especially as it's something that she hasn't felt as she was neglected. She doesn't want to risk losing this. Not getting a prenup is a risk, but one that she is willing to take if Hamza agrees to sign a postnup. Back at the house, Memphis decides to call her mother because she wants to fill her in on the prenup thing, but tells her that she can get a postnup. Mama was like, you need to get a prenup, but Memphis explains that she can't because they've already started the wedding celebrations. The mother said to her, so you went on with the wedding believing that everything is going to be okay? The mother thinks that this is just unbelievable and wonders where they're gonna go from here. Memphis explains that she really wants to do the postnup. And the mother said, well, do what's best for you and the children, but be careful. After the conversation with her mother, she pulls Hamza out of the celebrations. She wants to have a private conversation with him with his sister present so that she can translate. She explains to him about the prenup and not being able to get it, but then further explains about the postnup, which is the same thing as a prenup, but it's done after the wedding. Hamza said that she's spoken to him about this before, and why is she thinking about divorce, and why would he divorce her?
It's not that I don't trust you. I have to protect my kids. So if he can't sign the paper, then I don't want to get married.
قالت لك إذا ما صحتش في البابي ما نعرس.
شمال ليه هي تحب تعرس ما تعرس ده بالراس هي حرة يعني هي من الفزخ مزمرة هي بتنصحها هي عجبك شيء أنا ماخذ ورقة ولا ماخذ مرة.
The sister said now if it were her, she wouldn't stay with anybody that doesn't trust her, and said that she wouldn't let anyone force paperwork on her. The sister can't believe that Memphis would leave something so important to talk about the day before the wedding. And I have to agree with her there. If it's so important to Memphis, then she should have done it a long time ago. Hamza is feeling bad because Memphis just wants to protect herself and her children, but doesn't care about him and his feelings. Memphis says that she does care about him, and if she didn't, she wouldn't have spent all this money to go out there to be with him and away from her children.
Now, you said if you don't sign in the paper tomorrow, no wedding. We do all this to say no wedding tomorrow? You can't say anything else.
Oh, listen.
See,
I don't
respect her feeling.
I am. Listen.
Feeling. He's a man. I want someone love him, not a paper or something.
Hamza says that he doesn't want to talk about this too much, and this is the last time that he's going to talk about this. He agreed to sign the paperwork and be done with it, because he's done hearing about it. Her happiness is important to him, which is a relief to Memphis, and she hopes that the conversation didn't ruin the wedding or upset his family. That's everything between Memphis and Hamza. And that concludes my recap. It was an alright episode, nothing too dramatic this time. I hope Mike sticks to his guns and really gets out of there this time. I feel that he will now that Ximena is like, you need to go. This is over. And I can't lie, that was really nice what Usman did for Kimberly, but hey, he gotta do what he gotta do to get that green card now. And let's see if Hamza really does sign that post-nup. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about it. I'm glad it's over with her asking about it. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. I'd love to see them and hopefully pin one of your comments. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and you might want to subscribe to my channel, okay, because it's popping in the community tab, okay? We have a blast up in there with the family. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!